Next, we are going to be watching A Craft Guide to D&D 5th edition, all of the playlist, by JoCat. Make sure to subscribe, like, and leave a comment in the doodly-doo. This was recorded live at twitch.tv/LuminusRed. Head on over here, drop a follow, hang out. I know that you'll be an amazing part of our community, and we'll have a lot of fun. In the meantime, let's get into this. I remember watching these a long time ago, probably when they first came out. 6 years. I don't know, that counts like a long time for me. And I think that I'm gonna have a lot of fun revisiting all of that and enjoying that. Also, we're then gonna listen to his I Like Girls song because people kept telling me to do that. Because I, too, like girls. Let's do this thing. We're starting with Barbarian, because this is part of the playlist. Wonder why.
It's too cold outside. What shadowy hints of my easy-to-miss social life is dying, and I also want to argue about how pop culture characters fit into alignment charts. So it's time to make like a bunch of famous voice actors and Dungeons some Dragons. Odds are...
Oh my gosh, a Critical Role, though? Okay, like, also his old
fit into alignment charts. So it's time to make...
These feel very old. Hi, Demon's Bath. I do feel like this happens, like, this feels like it does feel of its time. I feel like the editing style is much more. Also, Matt Mercer, Critical Role. I love this. I love this so much. Oh my gosh. I love I love Legends. What's the D&D show that they made for Prime? My brain is making a thing here. What is it? Crap. You know what I mean? Like, Legends of Vox Machina. I beat you, chat. I saw you pull up there. It was just after I finished it. I beat you. Stream delay. I love Vox Machina. It's so good. Vox is so good. I love it. I especially like Vexoria there, you know? The gorgeous huntress lady. God, she is so my type. She is exactly my type. She is strong. She is confident. She is funny. She could pin me to a wall. She would hug me gently. Anyways.
Like a bunch of famous voice actors and Dungeons some Dragons. Odds are plenty of you dork bags have heard of the hobby, but have as little understanding about how it works as anyone over 60 has about being content with living.
I haven't really played it, so this is going to be helpful.
As a single childless adult who doesn't
I played
care
a little
about where
bit, but
they
not
live
much.
so long as it's a roof over their head and the neighbors don't shout out racial slurs. Unless it's at half-elves of filthy, knife-eared mongrel mutts. So print out some character sheets, go shopping for some loaded dice, pack some expired snacks, call up all those friends you can only tolerate, and put on your favorite wizarding hat. It's time to do some motherfucking role-playing. Welcome to A Crap Guide to D&D.
Oh, I love this opening. There was so much going on there that I'm just like, I want to respond to all of it, but it's going too fast. But like, oh my gosh. The half elf thing. If this was made in modern day, you know that it would have been Clanker with the hard R, right? You know, it would have been like, unless it's about a robot, whatever, you know, freaking Clanker. I don't know how to do a hard R. Is it rolling it? Clanker. Is that a thing? If you roll the R, does that count as more intense or is it less intense? How does it work? Oh my gosh. Sorry, I was driving a car there. I got distracted.
Do you like hitting things? What am I saying? Of course you do. Everybody does. I most certainly do. All the time. Like now. And hitting things is the best thing about D&D. You can hit literally anything you want. Better yet, you can hit it with a big fuck-off axe while flying into a bloodthirsty rage so potent you could be forgiven for mistaking it for some kind of super rabies. The Barbarian is the best class for hitting everything and everyone hard enough they explode into a huge puff of confetti or a shower of blood and organs. What's the difference?
You know what? I do like covering myself in bodily fluids. I think this might be the class for me, you know? I think I'd be down for this. Honestly, like, it doesn't happen frequently enough, so maybe the axe really is the key to someone's heart. I'm liking this so far. He's making a good argument for me becoming a barbarian. You can perfect your hard R by imagining Cottontail in your bedroom. Lumi. Ruh-roh, Raggy. Ruh-roh, Raggy. I'm about to have a rude rhyme. Was that what you meant? I think that was probably what you were imagining. Was that what everyone was imagining when they thought that? Was that exactly the direction they thought that was going to be going? Because I thought it was. I think that was exactly right. I just predicted you. I predicted you. I mean, you can easily get to a heart with an axe. Exactly.
They're pretty much the same thing. You get a D12 for your hit die, one of the only times you'll ever use a D12. But it does mean you'll be soaking up hits better than my pillow soaks up tears after I take a look in the mirror for a few seconds. You start with just about every important combat proficiency and any weapon of your choice. And if you're you're taking recommendations, I highly suggest going for the dual-wield chainsaw shotgun laser earrings
Oh.
with detachable missile launchers and drink dispensers. Ooh, and they have built-in cup holders. Look at that. No tool proficiencies, but who can...
I like that. Can I have those too? That's so fancy. I want those. I'm gonna have to. I'm going into my own form of lurking, not showing it, but lurk. But I'm leaving this definitively. Wait, why, Tony? Why? Why are you? You're not leaving this post. But like, why are you? Oh no, sorry, I misread that. I thought you're like, I'm leaving the stream definitively. I'm like, wait, what? Why? Am I not going to see you again, Tony? Why would that be? But no, I understand now. I misread it. Lurk away, Tony. Jeez. I thought I insulted you with all my talk of getting into bodily fluids and rat-row raggies. An imposter's been ejected.
Who cares? Nobody uses tools anyway. You pick them to add to your character for backstory purposes and then forget they exist because you only ever roll for skill checks anyway, you lazy, thoughtless gobblebright. Yes, I just made that up, and it's what you are, you stinky feigl bitch. In fact, who even needs armor? Your pure, unadulterated chutzpah will block enemy blows better than even the shiniest of chainmail bikinis.
Jeez.
Better yet, you have spider sense, which assists in you avoiding traps, spells, obligatory social events, and laundry. And of course, the signature trait of the barbar is being able to enter a ferocious frenzy of force that foes will fear for all their fannies. During your raids, you may be easier to hit.
I love the alliteration. It is so soothing to my brain. Also, the speed of talking is exactly what I need. Like, this is ADHD on a plate served directly into my brain holes. All of the holes in my brain. It's just perfect. Like, why don't more people talk like this? They should be talking faster all the time. Like, why are they talking so slow? It's just annoying that they're talking so slow because, like, I just need the information quicker and faster, but they're just going really, really slow, and it's bothering me. What the heck? What's your favorite class in D&D, or do you not play? I've only DM'd once, so I don't really have a great understanding of what it feels like to play all the characters. But I need. What about Lumi's holes? You heard I said Haruka, Caribou. I like her. Lumi, what? I read that already. Don't be surprised when it stops just as quickly.
But at the game that you are better at hitting everything else. And not just that, your muscles grow to the size of crag-faced Garmoofis.
That's a made-up word.
I don't care that the things I'm using for analogies aren't real. Intelligence is a dump stat anyway. That's why mine is the number that comes after 3. And now you know how to play Barbarian. You're welcome.
I did learn a lot. The jauntiest loot tune ever. What a confident freaking subtitle. What the heck? Oh.
Frail spellcasters, whack. Close quarters combatants, whack. Immobile tanks, whack. Me, I'm tight as fuck. First time playing D&D, I realized I'm too cool for any sort of specialized role. But that was only because I hadn't...
I love the drawings that he does. Does he do the drawings himself? But I really love it. It's so freaking, like, well done, and it looks good. I don't know. Haruka referenced talking and fast forward. Oh no, I do recognize that. Maybe that's why I like her so much. My friends once asked me how often I play D&D. I told them about 20 pre-made characters and 40 settings written up. He asked me if I played a lot, and I said no. Vivi, no! He does animation himself. Yeah, okay. Awesome. And he takes commissions? Ooh, I might have to be commissioning for something.
Figured out that there's only one way to play it right. With a sword in one hand and a harp in the other, shouting my greatness from the rooftops, laying bitches and slaying witches. Or is it laying witches and slaying bitches? I can't quite remember. I was too busy giving the tavern owner a reason to stay in business. Welcome to a crap guide to D&D.
Oh my gosh. The correct answer is to lay to lay bitches and witches. Slay neither of them. That's the correct answer. Because both bitches and witches are hot, and I love both of them.
Jack of all trades, master of none is still better than someone who only has one gimmick and has to hide for the rest of the fight because they've run out of class features and spell slots. If the sword and shield were an RPG class, it would be the bard, one that's good at doing everything and doing everyone. You can cast spells, learn tons of skills, support allies, harm enemies, harm allies, support enemies, boo crowds, and most importantly, lay dragons. It's the most versatile class and its various archetypes.
God, Felicia, she has got some curves. My lady love. What? Hi. Witches do be hot. I love this. Oh my gosh. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's all the purple and dark pink that's basically purple. I think it's probably the color palette is helping it a lot because I like that a lot.
It's allow you to fill literally any role, so who even needs anything else? Need DPS? College of Swords. Need a tank? College of Valor. Want to make rogues useless? College of Whispers. Need to get good at the game? College of Sit Down, Shut Up, and Listen. Your most important feature, Bardic Inspiration, is like the little girl Wolverine version of the Big Daddy Logan, and is absolutely game-breaking. By being a radiant concentration of pure awesomeness, you can allow anyone else an additional die to roll and add to almost anything. Think that weak-ass wizard...
I do kind of like the Bard, because I do like being able to just be like, get better at, you can be better, help you out, and then just being able to just go around being a complete menace and seducing everything. I do think I have to be a bard. It kind of feels like it's mine. The bard, the lair of goblins and dragons and Balin's DMs everywhere. Anytime a player bard gets a certain look in his eyes during an encounter, the DM is already ready to shoot themselves. Yeah, and I'm gonna be one of those.
Won't be able to make the con save against that poison attack. Inspired. The fighter needs to land the killing blow on an enemy with a high armor class. Inspired. Your wingman just told you about a hot piece of sliz that walked into a high class tavern and that he needs you to hype him up to be able to talk his way in and maybe nab a few extras on the way out for you. You best bet your ass that homie's gonna be inspired. In fact, screw your wingman. You can do it yourself. Jack of all trades and expertise means whatever you're bad at, you're suddenly good at, and whatever you're good at, you're suddenly unbelievably amazing at. Nothing can stop you. Well, maybe except a pretty face. By playing D&D, you automatically sign an unwritten contract that forces you to write your character to fall under the purest stereotype of whatever class you pick. Everybody knows you have to follow that contract, or else Matt Mercer will sneak into your house and throw foam noodles at you from the corner of your living room. All wizards are smartass egg.
Oh, okay, yeah, it feels like Bard's my kind of girl. I think I might need to be that.
Heads, all rogues are kleptomaniacs, and all bards are lust-compelled sex deviants. It's just the rules, I don't make them. And of course, the main gimmick of the bard is that it's artistically...
Wait a second, wait. I'm all bards. I just realized it. There's all wizards, there's all rogues, and then there's Luminous, all bards. And I am a lust-compelled sex deviant. It's kind of too perfect, though, right? Screenshot it. Wait. Is that better? There you go. All bards. Wait, I'll move the, there you go. There you go, you got it? Someone screenshot it. Are you screenshotting it? You better be screenshotting it. I hope you're screenshotting it. Oh my gosh, I'm all bards. I'm a lust-compelled sex deviant. Do you not see this? Okay, I'll stop. I'll stop. Sorry, that was fun for me.
Lust-compelled sex deviants. It's just the rules, I don't make them. And of course, the main gimmick of the bard is that it's artistically expressive in some way. People usually think this means musician. That's because their brain are like this, while my brain are like this. They can sing, dance, paint, prance, make a pretty dirt drawing with a lance. Plenty of ways to further enhance the battlefield if given the right chance. Now you know
I like the Team Skull in there. That was fun. Hi, Timbits. Jaunty loot outro. It's not the jauntiest anymore. It lost
this
it.
May sound rather odd,
wait,
but
no.
sometimes the best...
Wait. Warning, this is meant as a joke and not all a proper guide to D&D. You will not learn anything. Any jabs I throw at your favorite class aspect or ways of playing the D are merely for comedic purposes. Burp of approval. Everyone plays it differently, and there's nothing wrong with having fun however you like. Anyways, enjoy. Based. She missed the first two lines. So you're doing reactions to every D in class? I am Demon's Math. Not all bards play loot. Exactly.
Now this may sound rather odd, but sometimes the best in the squad is the one with the cross who can smite like a boss by harnessing the bitch slap of God. With a mace that even ogres will flee, you'll cast and crush things with glee. Some think they're not strong, and those people are wrong. Welcome to a crap guide to D&D.
I love that. That was so good.
The support is someone everyone wants on their team, but nobody wants to be. Lucky for you, the cleric is like a support that decided to buy a taser after being too fed up with being told to heal the barbarian who ran into a 1v20 encounter. Clerics are the religious fandoms in the D&D world that are so crazy into their deities that they turn their fangirling power into something that can actually pack a punch, having the same armor proficiencies as a fighter and the self-sustaining capability.
This also feels like me. I am such a big fangirl. Oh my gosh. Did you better, Lumi? I clipped it. Oh, amazing. That's gonna be such a weird clip for people to come across and be like, excuse me? Oh no. But like, it's gonna, like, I'm also such a fangirl, and I derive power from my fangirling, so, you know, that's pretty good.
Abilities of a paladin that's been juicing with unicorn hooves and dragonborn acid. They have so many teeth-grindingly infuriating spells at their disposal. On top of all that, dungeon masters all over the world universally agree to ban clerics from the game so as to not make encounters absolute nightmares to give proper challenge without throwing approximately 20 black dragons at one cleric alone to keep it balanced. Spells like Flash Gordon, Buddy Cop Weapon, and Does My Hand Smell Bad to You are so stupidly strong at such a low level it's easy to forget why so many uncultured swine consider consider the cleric a designated healer. Anyone who
Exactly, Mooseboosh. I would just be a cottontail cleric or warlock. I do praise my goddess very frequently. Or she is a demon queen. It's up to you. I mean, her lore has a lot of many facets to her. So she might be the queen of all demons. She might be a goddess. I don't know. I mean, not queen of all demons. That's not directly or lore, but she should be. The demons should be making her queen of all demons. I can't wait to see her new model. It's gonna be so good. I think she'd be a Slaanesh cleric. All praise Slaanesh, indeed.
Has either never played the class or considered the sword and shield a viable weapon in Monster Hunter. Wait, unlike most other classes, you pick your archetype at first level, and you have oodles, canoodles, and toaster strudels to choose from. To summarize, you have heel bitch, nerd, sunburn, and my axe, nobody dies, nobody cares, and a couple of more that I'm too lazy to mention.
I want toaster strudels. I'm hungry now. Why did it make me hungry? I was just trying to watch a lovely video. I was just supposed to have some fun. And now you go make me hungry for toaster strudels. I've never even had those before. I don't know if they're available in Canada, but it sounds tasty. So why did you do this to me, you... lizard. Ugh.
Seriously, with how versatile and independently strong you can build a cleric, you can make up an entire party full of purely priests, call it the Amen, and bust down Tiamat's door demanding her lunch money. And she would just build her own toilet to give herself swirlies so she wouldn't have to endure the kind of bullying you're about to give her. Channel Divinity gives you special limited use effects depending on your domain, and can be as dumb as Turn Undead, where the power of the gods can make a zombie run away from you like it's regained its ability to smell and realizes you've been sleeping with your Jesus blanket that you haven't washed in months. Or as useful as Guiding Strike, where you can choose to add 10 billion points to your attack roll so you'll be able to swat one fly with another fly's deuce being whipped around on a string like a yo-yo strung around your pinky toe while blindfolded. The only downside is that you get a pitiful amount of uses, like a gym 2 weeks after New Year's. And finally, the most notable trait of the cleric is Divine Intervention, where if you are a good
out. Who skips on your gym time? I don't. I might have to take some rest days, but I also make sure to get my workouts in, as should you. They're frozen pastries you put in a toaster and put icing on. That sounds so good. Oh my gosh, I was strong on the gym until I was hospitalized. Valid. That is a totally fine reason. I've had to have multiple surgeries recently as well too, in like the last years or couple of years, and I've had to take breaks from the gym for that. Totally fair. If it's the right thing for your health, taking a break makes sense. But if it's not the right thing for your health, then don't do it. You get it. Fruit filled usually. Ooh, I like fruit. I'm a fruit myself, a little bit fruity. I like to kiss women, if you didn't notice that. Hi, I'm a lesbian. That's not a joke. This is the statement. I have a box of toaster strudels in my freezer right now. Jealous! Why are you making me jealous of Moose Boosh? Why?
Girl all year praying happy thoughts and burning that dank holy kush. If you wish upon a star, the clouds in the heavens will part and the literal gods will stop playing their game of Jenga to fix whatever dumb problems you and your party have gotten into.
Her boobs just being on the table is just kind of distracting me. I think that's what this is supposed to represent. I mean, it's probably not because there's not a connection here, but my brain just thought that this was boobs on the table. But I guess it's a scarf on the table, considering like the boob would be attached here. So it'd be like there'd be some flesh right there. I don't know. I think it's just a robe. My brain was just like, is it boobs? Is it boobs? It kind of looks boob shaped. If not boob shaped, why boobs? Hi, Stainy. I stopped going to the gym when I got cancer. It became too hard. Totally valid, Stainy. That is totally valid. That is not. There's nothing wrong with that. I get it. And I'm sorry you had to go through that. Or are going through that. I don't know what your situation is. I know, right? How dare you, Moose Boosh, rub it in the fact that they have a toaster. Right? My gosh. I actually don't own a toaster.
And then avoid you for 7 days, debating whether or not to write you a holy restraining order after seeing you pissed your pants fangirling over your religious senpai noticing you. And now you know how to play cleric. Amen.
Freaking Thor's butt. Thor, the protector of lesbians. Got a microwave and an air fryer.
I don't understand tree huggers. What has the environment ever done for us? It's not like it provides oxygen, resources for tools, housing, clothes, food, and technology or anything important like that. And it's definitely not like it's home to various species of plants and animals required to keep the ecosystem alive to continue to feed mankind's insatiable appetite to destroy, consume, and rebuild in his own image, ultimately resulting in the annihilation of the very world that brought him into existence. No, fuck all that. The environment clearly exists for us to skin innocent animals that are minding their own business so we can wear them as high fashion. I mean, just...
Based. Correct. Those also look like boobs. These also look like boobs. Why am I seeing boobs wherever I want, wherever I can't? Like, these are objectively not boobs. So, like, the lines denote that they're hands, but they still look like boobs to me. Like, saggy boobs are still hot. I do not care. But it looks like boobs. It just looks like boobs, and I can't stop it. Saggy boobs are still hot. It doesn't matter. Sometimes women's boobs are saggy, and then they're still hot. It's okay. Gooner brain, Lumi. Lumi only thoughts is boobies. Boobies in lead speak, indeed.
Look at bears. All they do
But it
is
looks
steal
like
my
boobs,
chicks
right?
and shit in my backyard. Well, guess
It
what,
looks
Joey?
like
It's
boobs.
payback time. And what better way to give it than
Exactly,
undercover as one of
Stanley.
their own? They'll never see it coming. Welcome to a crap guide.
Albeit boobs are beautiful and hot and should be cherished. I agree. Thank you, Stanley, for being based.
To D&D. The druid is what happens
I just
when a
noticed that he's putting the characters on here because you have the hot demon girl over here. Or, yeah, the hot demon girl. I want to play a demon. Like, you got the hot demon girl over here, and then I was like, oh, yeah, that's the barbarian, and that's the guy from that one. But my brain immediately was like, oh, it's the hot purple lady. Oh, hot purple lady. Hi. Sorry, I saw a hot demon purple lady, and went, it's Pavlovian. I have no choice. Tiefling. Oh, is that not demonic? Is she not a demon? Is she tricking me? Because I have no choice. I see a hot purple demon lady. I mean, it could be a girl. It's hard to tell something else. It's a lady.
The druid is what happens when a ranger decides to fully commit to being a furry/hippie instead of just half-assing it because they're only trying to impress that sexy dryad they met in the forest that one time. They're primarily a casting class, but unlike clerics with their holy senpai, warlocks with their sugar daddies, swords with their awesomeness, or sorcerers with their rich magical parents' inheritance, druid's magic comes from Mother Nature, and from first-hand experience I can tell you now she's an absolute bitch. Shut up, bitch. At second level, you can fulfill every furry's dream and transform into an animal.
I just noticed something. Stady joined the server a second ago. Join the Discord server if you want. And it says 50 Shades of Simp. Well, wait, is this, oh, because your name is, I thought it was calling you that. Oh, I'm so sorry, Stady, for doing that. I just realized that your actual Discord name. Because sometimes it's like, I hope you brought the pizza and stuff like that. And I thought it was calling you 50 Shades of Simp. I'm so sorry. I'm so dumb. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Stady. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I misread it. I just saw it pop up in side chat. I'm like, wait a second. Wait a second. It's okay. I know who and what I am and what I take pride in that. Based. I am also a simp. Do not worry. You're right there with me.
But not just any old lameo neon-colored oversaturated mess like Arjun Darksnout, the rainbow dog with an indie band t-shirt over there. No, I mean cool animals like my original
Cordelia.
character, Grabblejean, the nocturnal...
I'm doing really well, Cordelia. I hope you're having a great day too, you good girl. I'm having a great day myself. I'm watching this video right now. I'm Craft Guide to D&D Druid version. I'm also a little bit distracted. My ADHD is going a little bit wild today, but I'm having a great day. I hope you're having a good day too.
Giant toad. Don't steal! Your archetype will be based around whether you want to be part of the forces of nature or if you want it to work for you. To list them off, land for different flavors of spells, moon for when you want to take your persona to the next level, dreams for if you secretly want to play a cleric, shepherd for if you want to be king of the wigglers, spores
oh my gosh, what the... Oh, that was loud.
Stanley_ just subscribed.
Thank you for subscribing, Stanley. I'm a little bit surprised that it was that loud. When people gift subs, it's not that loud. I'm gonna have to go and figure out why that one is so unbelievably loud. Thank you for subscribing. I thought it was already sub. My bad. I thought it was already. Oh, no worries. I'm really glad you did. Thank you.
If you want to reenact The Last of Us and Twilight for that sweet, sweet edge. Just like all the classes, your features improve with your level. Where druids differ is that their animal-related features mean that the beasts you summon or wear fursuits of don't necessarily get stronger, but rather they're thrown into the garbage and replaced by things with increasingly more fleas. Moreover, they gain additional features a regular animal couldn't imagine if it was high on devil weed, which gets fucking terrifying at later levels. Imagine this scenario. You're walking in the woods, there's no one around, and your phone is dead. Suddenly, spiky thorns sprout out around you, making movement painful. An adorable bunny rabbit sitting in front of you, seemingly harmless, suddenly starts shooting giant bees out of its eyeballs. And
I heard bunny in my brain. We're like, bunny girls? Bunny girls where? Bunny girls where? Where are the bunny girls? I need the bunny girls. Where are the bunny girls? I need the bunny girls now, please. Where? But no, it's not. I was wrong. It wasn't the bunny girls. It was a regular bunny. Jeez. Oh, hey, it's 4:20 here. Oh, based, Vivi. I'm glad you're having a good time. My day's been good so far. Working on a kalong. I know what that means. Kalong. Is it cologne? Kalong. Is Line a bunny girl? Adjacent bunny girl. Adjacent. Druids are just stoners who transform into animals and learn to protest from the Lorax. That is completely accurate. You're right.
Turning the tree branches around you into black mambas. Design an encounter for that, Dungeon Master. And now you know how to play druid. You're welcome.
Amazing. Oh yeah, no, freaking that guy from Moana is kind of a druid, isn't he? Constructed language. Oh, cool. That's cool, Cordelia. Had to step up for an hour. What did I miss? I talked about boobs for quite a bit of time. Repeatedly today. Not just in this video recording, but like repeatedly. God, I love boobs. Grabs boobs. Ooh, fighter time.
Fighter-Man,
Fighter-Man does
overall,
whatever
he is
is
fairly
said.
bland. Hit some stuff, hit some
Hit some
more.
more.
Outside combat is quite a bore. Look out,
Out.
he is the Fighter-Man.
Harpsichord music, jaunty.
Gee, I wonder
Boobs
what
are
it
great.
does. It's a goddamn mystery. Who knows? I'll say it because nobody else will. If you pick fighter, odds are you're also likely to pick human because you're basic like that. And that's not just
Basic
me saying that,
bitches.
it's science. Human fighters pop out of the woodwork like rabbits on
Goddess cooked when she made women. So true. So true. Just so, for your information, Lumi, I made a clip of you licking the purple lady. As all things should be. Correct. You were very correct to do that, Kellatrix. Thank you. Fun fact, my first character was a fighter and insta-killed a boss with him. Oh my gosh. Oh, when she made women. I agree, Staney, though. Like, Goddess, you are doing your work out here, making women. God. Inside and out, both brain and body. God, I love women. So good.
Viagra because people are incapable
Soul
of
and
choosing
mind.
something unique even when they're given options like playing as a kobold paladin who prays to asteroids just before they crush an unfortunate man's cabbage cart. Just look at me, for example, artistic
Avatar
phenomenon and
reference?
originator of the satirical talk fast genre of videos. What
Yes,
do you mean I'm
indeed.
not the first one to come up with the idea? I don't need these lies coming out of you. Everything I
Samus.
make is completely original and everybody knows it. Come on,
Nobody
Master
cares.
Chief, let's get the fuck out of here.
Master Chief,
Fighters are
no!
the pu-
That's Samus. That's my beautiful lady Samus, who is canonically sapphic. One of the first artworks that we got of Samus, before everyone knew she was a lady, was her with a bunch of bikini babes draping themselves over her. Samus is canonically sapphic. She might be bi or like pan, but she is sapphic. I'm not going to say lesbian for sure, but she is sapphic. She is canonically sapphic. She is probably one of the earliest sapphic video game characters after that. Also potentially trans. There is some questions about that as well. There very is, and I would love it all the same. But like she might be one of the the earliest sapphic representations out there. Like legit, like just like ever being even shown. Like not even being like retconned into be sapphic, but just by the fact that like they did that art and then she turned out to be a woman in the first game. So it became very like, it was just like, no, this might be the earliest sapphic character that was out there, and it's Samus. That's why Samus is one of my favorite characters of all time. And not Master Chief. Samus is a bird. She might have a cloak. We'll make it work. Was Birdo before Samus? I don't know if Birdo was confirmed to be trans that early comparatively, and I don't know. I don't think Birdo was. It's a good question. Though. Also, I think Birdo is confirmed to be trans, but I don't know if they're confirmed to be sapphic or not. Also, can't remember what Birdo's pronouns are, if I'm being honest. It's been a while since I looked at Birdo, but I've looked at Samus frequently.
Everything I make is completely original
Welcome
and
back,
everybody
Brett.
knows it. Come on, Master Chief, let's get the fuck out of here. Fighters are the purest
Still
essence
hurts.
of the
Still
combat
hurts.
side of D&D. All about
Okay.
hitting things hard and fast, getting into the thick of the fight.
Oh.
And, hey, you get out of here, we're not talking about you. They're all
You got
focused
fries.
around rolling more
Amazing.
dice than a Limp Bizkit song, as well as being straight up easy baby mode because you get to start
Baby
using any
mode.
weapon you want, heavy armor, some ranged options, a free cheesecake, and a complimentary belly rub just for picking the class.
Belly rub.
Seriously, everything about it is geared towards being so noob-friendly, even a Monster Hunter longsword player will be laughing at you. If you feel so inclined during combat, you can heal yourself, attack twice, and take a second action to attack twice again, all in the same turn. And
That
that's
does-
at 5th level. Not to mention you getting more ability score increases than any other class means that if you go a turn without hitting at least something, then you must have made some kind of D&D sin that angered Gary Gygax, like getting weighted dice or putting milk in before your cereal. Fighter
Oh.
flavors allow you to pick how you want to.
Does anyone have any hard opinions on milk and cereal? Because legitimately, I don't eat cereal. And when I do eat cereal, I don't like adding milk at all. I just eat it dry. I don't know. But I'm like, I don't like cereal either wet or dry. It's just like dry is slightly better. So if I have to eat cereal, I'll eat it dry and just kind of like force it down really quickly. Milk last, cereal first, then milk. Cereal first. Everyone's saying cereal first. Lumi raw drug cereal. Milk before cereal. I'd die on that hill. I hate soggy cereal. I'm alert now. I'm nap now. Yeah, sleep, rest well, Staney. My EP entertainment tonight. Yeah, of course. Sleep well, Staney. And also, I also eat it dry. Amazing, Dakuma. Amazing. What monster are you? The one you have to deal with now. You cannot overcome me. I am beyond your reasoning. Just watch me. Oh my gosh, get out. No, hurts me when I eat it. What? I have you know the correct procedure is cereal first, then milk, then the bowl, then hot sauce. Vivi, you might be right about that. You might be right. You might be right.
Be hitting the bad guys, like being a magic bitch that can actually take a hit or ride a bitch while you cut down a fool. Or go all out sensei mode and just decide you want advantage for every attack this turn, so you're going to absolutely destroy a bitch. But odds are, knowing most fighters out there, champion is the best bet because it's basic. Yo, we heard you like fighter, so we put more fighter in your fighter. Just be sure to make your character a rough and grizzle-faced middle-aged straight white man with a two-handed sword and a mysterious and or tragic and or vengeful backstory just to fit the bill. Don't want to get too creative now, do we? And now you know how to play fighter, you're welcome.
Hammer, bow, sword, and shield. There's no limit.
Where's
what
my
you
better
can
music?
wield. Plenty fights you have fought. Demon Lord's just another thought. This class, great for a newbie's first time. Plenty of damage to chime. Here comes the fighter man.
That's insane. Oh my gosh. I can't remember how many there are. We're at Monk. Whoa! I forgot there's 20 of these. Let's keep going. Don't slow down. Keep going. What are we doing here, buddy? Just drawing? Just drawing? Just drawing? This drawing?
Why? Because, bitch, you were taking too long. Welcome to a crap guide to D&D. Fighting is like a science and can be used for either side of the moral spectrum. It can be used for evil, like punctuating arguments, expressing a salty loss, and beating up nerds, or it can be used for good, like self-defense, artistic expression, and beating up nerds. And monks are those who have trained heavily in the nerd beating up science of mixed martial arts, foregoing any sort of traditional filthy weapon proficiencies and instead opting for wanting to punch, bam, boom, slam, kick, punch stuff. You start with no armor because, like a barbarian, you have the ability to deflect and dodge attacks with the power of your unconstrained birthday suit. But unlike barbarian, you don't have to rely on the pathetic material world to explodify goblins.
Made a buff elf fighter lady. She was in a relationship with a short tiefling rogue. That's so cool, Ash. I love that. A buff elf fighter lady. I like that a lot. Oh my gosh. Look at Metroid came out before Mario 2, and even Doku Panic. So Samus was before Birdo. Gotta love that queer representation really early on. Samus, best character out there.
You have your knuckles. Martial arts training means you can serve up extra punchables for the bad guys as a bonus action, so no matter how you're doing, as Mama said, you'll be dishing out more pain-induced fistings than two lesbians who consider watching porn as a reasonable substitute for sex ed. But it's not all serve up extra punchables for the bad guys as a bonus action, so no matter how you're doing, as Mama said, you'll be dishing out more pain-induced fistings than two lesbians who consider watching porn as a reasonable substitute.
I guess that's how it's done. Yeah, porn is not sex ed. At least use lube. Go slowly and use lube. Go slowly and use lube, and if anything hurts, stop immediately. And you don't need to do that for lesbian fun times. You do not need even any penetration, for the record. Be safe. Be safe. Did you describe Lumi learning about the birds and the bees? I definitely didn't find corn on the internet before I did sexual education. Of course not. No, that would be insane. No. Of course not. Of course not. No, why would I admit that online to thousands of people? Of course not. No. I'd never do such a thing. Of course not.
For sex ed. But it's not all coochie destruction. The monk is a slippery piece of work who's really good at avoiding any oncoming fistings, like a millennial trying to get their life together avoids self-care by catching them if they're a fist projectile or dodging out of the way if it's an area of fists. As you grow stronger, you can translate a fist if it's punching in a different language and avoid any infections if the fister forgot to take a shower that night. As a monk, your shtick is the key feature, but since I can't come up with any way to make this section much funnier, and also because key translates to poop in Thai, that's how I'm going to refer to it from now on. You gain more and more poop as you level up, and you can spend your poopy points on various skills to do all sorts of things, like sun people, reroll saves, mask yourself and turn invisible, and any other number of crazy things based on which anime you want to imitate. I would recommend Kensei so you could use the dual-wield chainsaw shotgun laser earrings if it weren't for the fact that every other archetype was just cooler in every way, wearing fancy outfits and taking the time to actually learn how to fist properly. Oh man, what a tough decision. Do I want to use a pokey stick?
You're right. Goes from calling out Lumi to talking about poop. Honestly, this is a wild video. It's going pretty fast and pretty hard on me. I don't know. I mean, just Do you have to put me in the same video as Poop? I'm just gonna look at my Cottontail 10 V card that I pulled. It makes me very happy. Okay, I'm putting it back aside. That's really good. I've got it in front of me now. I also ordered all the ones I was missing, so I'm gonna have the full set now. Yeah! Goku's text example of max level Monk, honestly. Monko Burr, the fists are rated E for everyone.
Or do I want to fire Hadoukens and Kamehameha Blast? What an
Kamehameha.
enticing decision. I'm really gonna have to think about.
Don't stop, we're in luck now.
And now you know how to play Monk. You're
I
welcome.
love Dragon Ball so much. Monk would be fun for me too.
Boy, I love the smell of justice in the morning. There's nothing
Yeah?
more satisfying
Oh,
than knowing the
Paladin?
good name of Sword and Shield
Paladin?
has traveled so far and wide that not even the Pokemon games are free from their incredible, awesome influence. And it's about time, too. You think I created
Wait, is
this
this when
series?
Sword and Shield came out? Oh my gosh. Sword and Shield came out 6 years ago? Wait, no, how old is this video? 6 years ago. It's been 6 years since Sword and Shield? I'm so old. I feel so old.
To entertain and inform ignorant
exactly,
whelps of great
Phoebe.
hobbies their miserable lives are missing out on? Fuck no, it was to enforce the mighty name of the one true weapon pairing that triumphs all others. And if anyone were to step out of line, I'd bring down the wrath of which tear-ass children tell their parents to scare them before bedtime, and then collect the aftermath of the pants they all shit because it makes for great fertilizer. Welcome to a crap guide to D&D.
Oh.
Do you want to tank? Do you want to fight? Do you want a class that'll instill
Apparently
fight,
it
take up
is.
some plate,
Oh,
and keep
God.
the goblins in sight? Because you want to make sure they eat this paladin smite! The paladin is the first on a short list of hybrid-style classes,
Terry Crews
stealing a mix of
reference!
features from both the fighter and the cleric, meaning it's better at physically painting the walls with blood than a cleric, but more gooder at grammar and spelling than a fighter. But it's also one of the few classes where role-playing becomes somewhat important. What? Role-playing in my role?
You know, Aventa, you're right. It's every 3 years new Pokemon game, and that makes sense. That does make sense, because we've had... There's Scarlet, Violet... Is it 6? No, because there's Scarlet and Violet. We haven't got another generation yet, though. Since 6 Scarlet and Violet. So, but that's wait, no, it's 3 years to the next one, and we're coming up on the next one, I guess.
Role-playing game, they really should have put some kind of warning label somewhere. I'm not submitting to this shit. If I wanted to follow some sort of code, I'd become a pirate so that I could at least plunder some booty while I'm at it. Otherwise, fuck you, gods. If you want me to
too.
play your game of ethics, you can kiss my shiny plate mail.
Oh!
Alright, fine. Just
Futurama
follow the code
reference.
and don't do anything stupid that'll cause you to lose your paladin privileges, like a spoiled rich kid who's upset that he doesn't get a 4th Maserati to crash. Like the other all-up-in-your-grill-style physical fighting classes, you gain proficiency with every goddamn combat-oriented item in the universe. And yes, that does technically mean that you can optimally play a paladin without a shield
Stick
and not
of
have to worry
stickiness.
about being a less effective contribution to your party. But if you do that, I'm telling you now that you're wrong and I hate you and you're a big, smelly doo-doo head. As a resident big fuck-off bringer of divine justice, your job is to harness the power of holiness or whatever other wacky power, depending on what oath you pick, to have...
It's for the power of Cha-Cha.
of divine justice, your job is to harness the power of holiness or whatever other...
Because Cha-Cha, your Vmon, her freaking mascot is the cutie pies. It's Cha-Cha, the power of Cha-Cha. Pray to Cha-Cha. All praise be her. Cha-Cha, your V-Mom. My lord.
wacky power, depending on what oath you pick, to have everything else die while they bounce off
Cha-Cha's
of your
voice
full
is so
frontal
good.
crusade like a turd in the wind. That's true for just about every combat-focused class,
It's so
but the paladin
great.
is especially good at it, what with having the aforementioned fighter-cleric combo skill set. You get multiple attacks, channel divinity, a free vaccination, casting abilities, more auras than that one silly anime that nobody likes, which means you'll be so jacked that you're
I love JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And freaking having Star
vaccination,
Platinum
casting
aura
abilities, more
on your
auras
face.
than that one silly anime.
Having honestly, having freaking Star Platinum over here, aura all over your face. That should be an honor for you. Honestly, are you deserving anything better than having freaking Star Platinum? Maybe even time stop you before beating you into a little pulpy mess? No, you're not worth anything more than that. Trust me. I'm not even. I love Cha-Cha as a mother figure myself, because my real mother sucks. Aww. I'm glad that she can be that for you, Hectic. And like, I know Cha-Cha. We're not close, but I do know her. We're acquaintances at most. Like, I did make her that original Cha-Cha milk PNG. I made that for her when she was needing it quickly before stream. I have talked to her and helped her before, but like, we're not close friends. I will not claim vital friendship on that, but I am aware of her. And she is just an awesome person. And I know a couple of my mods. Shadow, do you edit for her, or do you? Like my mod there in chat, I think Shadow either edits for her or one of my... Yes, you do. So Shadow's one... So if you ever watch Cha-Cha, your V-Mom's editing, like on her channel, that could be the work of Shadow over there. And also a couple of my other friends. I actually think I know all of her editors. Shadow, do I know all of her editors? I think I do, right? Or most of them at least. Or at least like maybe not short form, but like long form editors. Cha-Cha's just awesome anyways. Can we get a shout out to Cha-Cha, please? The nerd mod, most of them. Okay, hey, can you shout out Cha-Cha? I think most people here know Cha-Cha, but I think that she deserves it in case they don't. She is your V-mom, and she is lovely and fun. Shout out as indeed like Latinas. Exactly. There we go. Go follow Cha-Cha. She's been shouted out.
That nobody likes, which means you'll be so jacked that your mere presence will muscleify any nearby allies so that they look like a typical character from said silly anime that nobody likes. And lay on hands, a pool of health you can use to heal yourself or give a single hit point to your ally because that's all they deserve for not letting the rogue check the obviously booby-trapped room first. But we all know the real reason anyone picks Paladin, and that's to never cast any actual spells, but instead use your spell slots to imbue your weapon with various flavors of smite. Because what good is striking down the heretics and heathens of the realm if it's not...
Oh, I thought that said heteros.
Your weapon with various flavors of smite. Because what good...
I saw a sticker earlier today that said heteros be obseteros. Like the heteros are obseteros. And my brain read heretics as heteros. But now I see it's a Warhammer reference. It's a Warhammer reference. But I thought it said heteros everywhere. How did I misread that? How did I misread that so horribly? What the heck? Oh my gosh. Truckcoon based Cha-Cha enjoyer? Thank you. Thank you. I guess Nintendo waits until the next year for Pokemon Gen 10, so Pokemon Generation 10 and 30 anniversary. That makes a lot of sense, Eventi. Ooh.
Good is striking down the heretics and heathens of the realm if it's not in the elemental attacking equivalent of your god sports team colors. You can smite with fire, laser pointers, brain freezes, sick basic drops, and cheese!
Oh my gosh!
Cheese for everyone! Cheese! Sorry, I meant force. Force is what it says.
Force.
What is this, Stargate? And now you know how to play...
Oh! I love Stargate. That was a... I like the... Sorry.
I meant force. Force is what it says. What is this, Stargate? And now
I love Stargate also, that's hilarious. Stargate's such a good show.
you know how to play... Wait a minute, what the hell is that noise?
Default. What episode are we on? We are now on 8.
Just play a fighter with...
I'm thinking we're going to probably stop at 10 and we'll say, or we're going to split it into 2 videos either way, whether or not we're watching the rest of them on stream or not. Today, I think we're going to split into 2 videos just because I'm realizing these are 3 minutes each and 10 times, 3 times 20. What's that number? Very long number. 3 times 20 is pretty long. I think that's an hour, so I'm just going to
The bow, it's way better.
Just like a bow and it's right here.
Alright, fine, I'll talk about the class. Ranger is the other of the bisexual style of classes, where it likes fighter, but it also likes druid, and flips between the two depending on
Zoe.
which one looks cuter at the moment. Hell, it even steals a few things from rogue because it's so indecisive. And despite the name ranger, you're not actually restricted to use any sort of ranged weapon in order to be effective. As far as combat goes, you get the usual fighter but not really fighter set of features. Fighting style, all weapons, extra attack, spell casting, D10, hit die, hey Macarena. From rogues, it steals the ability to channel your inner chameleon and blend into the environment. Except instead of hiding in the shadows and watching where you step, it's more like putting on makeup, so you need to take some time, have a good look in the mirror, maybe look up some tutorials while you're at it, then start over when you realize you were using the wrong shade of foundation. From druid, it steals some of that being one with nature flavor it's got going on, and a whole lot of spells, but not without a few exclusive spells of its own, like having a target explode a bunch of thorns when hit with a ranged attack, plant arrows in the ground and turn them into proximity-based fireworks, except the gunpowder is magic and the lights are bits of enemy brains, and single-handedly the objectively best ranger spell, Swift Quiver. Not for the unlimited ammo, that's dumb. No.
Well, that's what they call me in the bedroom. I just quiver swiftly. I feel like I shouldn't be bragging about quivering swiftly, but it's happening now. I'm also a virgin, so this is all completely fictional, so who knows? Who cares? Who cares? We know! You've noticed. I'm glad you noticed this. Lumi the Paladin and the Bard are dating. Look at the minions on the table. Wait, what? Okay, wait, we're 104? 104. Oh! They're gay for each other. They're gay for each other. Oh my gosh. I think that's a girl. I'm going to pretend it's a girl if it's not. It's Ranger, watch as I turn the simple bow into a Tommy gun. We know I can't. We know. Oh my gosh. Okay, 104. I got back there. I'll go back just a little bit, but we go back for...
And single-handedly the objectively...
Sathik!
Best ranger spell, Swift Quiver. Not for the unlimited ammo, that's dumb. Nobody keeps track of their arrows anyway, but because it turns your ranged weapon into a rapid-fire machine gun.
But Joseph, you said you don't need to use a ranged weapon to be effective as a ranger. Those all sound like ranged weapon exclusive spells.
That may be true, however... Anyway, when it comes to actual unique ranger features, you can use the power of racism to decide what kind of creatures you're going to perform extra potent hate crimes on, and preferred terrain where you can pick your favorite environment, and after trotting around picking flowers or litter, depending on what it is, you can become a fantasy bear.
Amazing. Oh, I love that for him. I love that so much. I'm glad.
Which is basically real-life Bear Grylls, except with a kobold crew filming you instead. And if you worry that sounds too situational, and that if you picked a forest terrain and the entire campaign took place in the snowy mountains would mean the feature would be more useless than a football player who got tapped on the shoulder and started clutching their knees crying in the fetal position, don't worry, you're right, and it is. What isn't situational is just about everything else involving the environment. You can sense what kids are trespassing on your lawn and then not have to worry about the weeds that might otherwise slow you down from catching them.
Those look like boobs because they are boobs. I was finally seeing boobs for boobs.
Kids are trespassing on your lawn and then not have to worry.
Look at me. I noticed boobs and I was correct about boobs. Finally. My boob sense was tingling. My chest senses were tingling and I found them both. And I found them. I was finally correct for once. Now you can't make fun of me anymore. Probably.
Worry about the weeds that might otherwise slow you down from catching them and giving them a good weapon. When it comes to flavors of the no really trust us, you can totally use melee and still be used.
I'm really happy for you, Ash. Successful SWAT check to find boobs.
Class, you have Pokemon Trainer with a gun like Rogues, but even dodgier, literally a monster hunter thinking with portals. And
Sword and Shield kind of sucked, but I loved all of the Scottish Gloria memes. Like, I did play through Sword and Shield like 3 times, but like I do recognize they were not great. I just am a Pokemon fan, but Scottish Gloria is the best thing ever. They need to canonize her being just a freaking like Scottish menace and let her swear in the game. I just want that to be a thing. I know they can't do that, they won't do that, but they need to. The game cuts reference jump scare, yeah. Pew, 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 pew. Pew, pew,
All right, let's address the beholder in the room. The vanilla incarnation of the ranger has a reputation of being less useful when compared to the other classes due to questionable abilities and how they function. That's not to say the class can't be useful or powerful in the right circumstances, but some consider...
Seems like you're too good at spotting Grammy boob today. Saga, welcome in, and yeah, I don't know, my brain is just seeing the saggy the grandma boobs all the time, you know? Oh, hey, it's the boss of the one-shot for his character. Oh, the poor ranger.
Consider the ranger's situational and sometimes underpowered features to leave something to be desired. However, there's nothing wrong about talking to your DM about changing how certain skills work, if that happens to be the case, so that you can have more fun at your role-playing table. But you know what? At the end of the day, it's not about how many numbers you can do to the bad guys, but whether or not you can shoot spikes out of the ground while firing bolts from your heavy crossbow atop a feathered velociraptor. And now you know how to play ranger. You're welcome.
Ever since I was a child, I had to grow up on the streets, wrestling alley bears for food and fighting guards for my own freedom. It was in those streets that I knew I couldn't trust anyone but myself. The only thing for sure was that I had to find the monsters who put me there.
The paladin was talking about. Wait. No.
Ever since and fighting guards for my own freedom.
We haven't got to yet, sorry.
It was in those streets that I knew I couldn't trust anyone but myself. The only thing for sure was that I had to find the monsters who put me there to exact my revenge and finally put my restless hunger for blood at ease.
So is that why you're standing in the corner of a tavern conspicuously?
That's something deeply
Wait. I know that. That's freaking Puffin Forest. That's Puffin Forest. That's Puffin Forest.
But I doubt
I like his videos too.
All the pain and suffering I've had
his
to endure.
All right then, I'll see you later.
Wait, no, you were supposed to be deeply interested and ask me more about my backstory.
Oh, wait, no, okay, someone said that they were doing they were stepping on at the end of the last video. I need to go find that really quickly. We need to see that. Oh my gosh, and the heart eyes, looking up the skirt with the heart eyes while they're being stepped on. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. But now they're far away apart again. No, he went back to the previous setup. Put them back together.
You know what? I'm tired of being another cog in the machine of an adventuring party. I'm going off on my own, following my own creed and doing what needs to be done. That's right, I'm going rogue. Rogues are the sneaky, skilly-willy utility monkeys of the Forgotten Realms, and the best pick if you're a backseat gamer since it lets you interrupt someone trying their best because they weren't doing it right. However, if you want to Mary Sue it up even more than you already are, you also get expertise so that you can upgrade those proficiencies to anime protagonist levels of ridiculous. Now I know what you're thinking, this sounds a lot like Bard, and while that's partly true, the difference is rogues aren't automatically assumed to be the comic relief. Instead, they're
deep, dark, and brooding, 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, holidays
excluded because who could be grumpy on Christmas? The other main difference is their unique combat feature, the sneak attack, and because because the names in D&D are always inaccurate, you don't actually have to be low to the ground and covered in shit to deal the sneak attack bonus damage, but rather anytime the enemy's just not feeling up to it today and just wants to get it over with. This means if the enemy's being flanked, or if they're laying prone on the ground, or they just bragged about how high their IQ is, you know, things that would make them really easy to stab. You are, incidentally, not very easy to stab since you have a whopping 4 goddamn features dedicated to make you more difficult to pin down than figuring out if that teasing banter you had with your friend actually hurt their feelings or not. You can dodge when it's your turn, dodge when it's not your turn, dodge a giant ball of fire, and even dodge having to pay the bill on a first date. One especially unique trait of the rogue is their exclusive language speed scan. These can't...
Tad DeFranco, thank you for the 100 bits for the corn hub sound effect. Oh, and thank you for Tad DeFranco for the follow. Thank you. But you can't dodge anonymously. Thank you so much. Honestly, that's a sound that should just be played constantly when I'm around. It just feels like it's kind of like built into my existence.
I don't have the slightest clue, because it allows you to say a whole bunch of jargon that somehow translates into a completely different sentence. Timmy's having tea with the local blacksmith actually means let's go to the temple and steal some of the cleric's donations. Speaking of stealing, the thief archetype means you're especially fast at doing thiefy things, like picking locks, chugging potions, and hardcore parkour. Assassin makes your stabs extra stabby, and you can stab while disguising yourself as a child you saw who you can point to later and say they did it. Arcane Trickster basically turns you into a bard, except less talented or attractive, and allows you to hocus pocus somebody's wallet from 3 miles away. Mastermind is
just like, yes, you're just a horrible bard who has to hide their face. Like, I don't want to be this anymore. Please no. Please no. Please no. Just regular bards for me, please no.
Straight
Thank
up
you.
Sherlock Holmes, complete with the assholery and catchy theme music. Swashbuckler won't stop bugging people to 1v1 them. And Scout, which is yet another better alternative to Ranger. Your job is to make sure everybody knows how much better you are at doing everything. Because when the going gets tough, you know the party's going to turn to you one day and ask you to please pick the lock on the door to the king's castle because the bard accidentally kicked the guard in the genitals trying to seduce them. And you'll gladly show them all the skills you've learned from growing up in such a harsh and unforgiving environment that was once your home, forcing you to learn questionable means and morally ambivalent beliefs in order to survive. Just try not to cut yourself on that edge while you're at it. And now you know how to play rogue. You're welcome.
Wait, pause. I did like what you said, Ash. It's even better when you realize the paladin probably didn't like the tiefling at first because her ties to demons, and the tiefling is a raging masochist. Probably. Was the rogue a mastermind to be akin to a Lupin or a Moriarty than Sherlock? Ooh, I like that. I like Arsène Lupin. You don't need advantage to sneak attack. 1, if you have disadvantage, if your target is incapacitated, and 3, another enemy is targeted with range of 5 feet. It's his actual class ability. Oh my gosh, never mind, your average backseat gamer.
Magic is dumb and stupid and makes no sense, and my brain hurts the more I try to figure out how it works. Except when bards use it, because bards are cool and mages are lame with their colorful flowy robes and giant obnoxiously fashionable hats. No, I'm not jealous. Shut up. At the very least, though, most of them work hard for their magical abilities, some of them cultivating it through skill and experience, others answering to a higher power, some having a codependent relationship with the arcane, and some lucky enough to have their parents bang a mystical creature and receive a small genetic loan of 1,000,000 mana. Welcome to a crap guide to D&D.
Oh my gosh.
Get your stupid hats ready, it's time for the casters, where your weapons suck, your armors suck, and your martial skills are closer to that of the average D&D player. Instead, you'll be relying on the mystical, magnificent mass of magics, except in this case, not really relying on, and more like bullying it into doing what you want. Sorcerers are those who disrespect the rules of magic and can easily manipulate it, like it's some young adult who's desperate for food that isn't microwaved or takeout. Maybe that's why your hit die.
Learn to cook, please. If you don't know how to cook already, please learn. It is very helpful in eating healthy, and you can make really good foods. It's fun. Please. Please? Please.
Is the one used for Monopoly games. That's right, a pathetic D6, which likely means the DM won't have to do much to make you piss your pants in fear. The Cirque du Soleil's metamagic feature means you can enhance the spells you cast by paying off the essence of arcane with the inheritance money you got from your magical parents, and allows you to influence your spells to take on a variety of effects to your liking. Its effects include, but are not limited to, biased AoEs, angry AoEs, spells that gotta go fast, say, "Nuh-uh, I totally got you, I hit your shirt, clothing counts," get an extended spell warranty, double penetration, or even cast with the sound of your armpit farts if you don't feel like talking that day.
I liked one of those spells. Very much. My brain is recalculating from that spell slot that was used there. What? Sacred Tear. I know how to cook, and I still don't eat all that healthy. No, double cotton right across the sky. Oh my gosh. Or someone else. I don't know. We could do one another. You know, there's other people that could be enjoy and have fun with it. You know, sorcerers like being a nepo baby. Wizarding hierarchy. Oh.
And you can do all that and more by using your sorcery points, which has got to be the two most absolutely nerdiest words you could ever put together in a single phrase. It's also a weirdly effective safe word because it allows your magical BDSM to stop so your spell slots can catch their breath and recover. With archetypes, you have squishy cleric, zippy zappy, casty blasty, watch for the lightning, it gets nasty. Darkness, 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 scaly and denial, and the only one that really matters, the Wheel of Wild Magic! Where you and whatever other lucky souls nearby get to experience the high-octane thrills of randomness. Your pathetic magic missile just won't cut it. Don't worry.
I know.
With the right
I also recognize this. I forget the name of the person who does it, but I watch these ones too. And I know the wild magic monkey. I know him.
kind of luck, it could suddenly open up a one-way
I don't remember who it
portal
is.
to the fireplace.
Fireplace.
Who knows what crazy, helpful, and/or harmful effects could happen due to your gambling addiction?
Did that say breast milk?
Let's spin that wheel and see how wild we can.
One of those breast milk. I could have bleed milk
Happen due to your.
or piss milk. I just saw B milk and I'm like, oh, I know what that means. Secret soap out. You have your pores. Secret soap out of your pores. Turn all liquid in the area to milk. Non-stop casting flaming nut shots, getting your life together, paying off that loan, taking out 6 more loans.
Your gambling addiction.
Eat butterfly wings, gather all 4 limbs of the forbidden one. Yu-Gi-Oh reference. Win the free tickets to Guam, go on a cruise with Tom Cruise, become one with the Force, dabbing. Oh my gosh.
Spin that.
Oh, hi, I'm new here. I found you through your reactions. Welcome in, Laser Nico. Welcome in. Lesser Nico. Sorry, I've got dyslexia. I'm really glad. I hope you're not scared off already. Dabbing, I already dab. But welcome in, Lesser Nico. Sorry, dyslexia is really hard. Sometimes I'm trying my best out here, but welcome in. I'm glad you found me.
That wheel and see how wild we can get.
Wild? Oh.
I may have spun it a little bit too hard because
yeah.
of my stonkingly huge muscles, so we'll just let that go for a while. Now, the main difference between the 3 arcane casters is how...
Oh, yes, see, a 5e sorcerer. Lucky me. I play Hexblade Warlock in Baldur's Gate 3. Oh, I love that game. It's so good. Freaking what the heck? Oh, it's so good. Hexblade Warlock sounds so fun. Oh, my gosh. Oh, lucky me. Okay. And that wasn't a slips from Dingo Dinkles.
How they get their magic. While wizards take years studying for the ACT and warlocks keep having to pay interest to their demon lord shareholders, sorcerers' magic comes from the fact that they were born inherently talented instead of needing to do any actual work. That's why your casting ability is charisma, because we totally need more of those, and just because you can cast spells doesn't necessarily mean you're smart. But who cares what's smart when you can cast big spells with big effects so your big numbers can turn the big baddies into big piles of giblety experience points. Insert fireball
It's
joke.
almost done.
And now you know how to play sorcerer. You're welcome.
Turn into a potted
Well,
plant.
shit.
Okay, I'm pausing here because I said I was going to watch the I Like Girls music video. I want to watch that. And then I think we're going to be finishing the YouTube part of this reaction, and then we'll come back later. We'll see. Let's do it. I Like Girls too.
Sad that there's no muscly girls in here. Well, I mean, yeah, but
Yeah.
you know, sure, I like to joke around and talk about how, oh, I'm strong women all the time, but that's not the only girls I like. I like big girls, pretty kitty girls, really witty girls,
based.
singing ditty girls. I like
Yes.
the licky girls with the nice
Yes.
thighs. I like
Yes.
a good chest, no matter
Oh
what
my gosh.
size.
Oh
I
my
like a
gosh.
belly fold.
Wait, we freaking V showed former V
I like the
shoujo.
licky girls with the nice thighs. I like a good.
We get Neanners, we get Iron Mouse, we get Vebe, we get Silver Veil. I like that. This is like OG before we found out what actually happened, you know, and before what happened. I like this. Oh my gosh. S, M, L, XL. A small, all the different sizes of the chests, probably.
Chest, no matter what size.
What size?
I like the belly fold.
Yes.
I like the 6-packs.
Oh my
really
gosh,
tall
yes.
Queens and the short
Oh my
stems.
gosh, yes.
From the mild girls to the wild girls. You
Yes.
get style girls.
Yes.
make 'em
Yes.
rock.
Sorry, I'm blocking it.
Queens.
Okay, first off, amazing choices. I love
Short
love all of
stems
these.
from the mild
But like, you know,
girls to the wild.
freaking yes on all of these. Yes on all of these. I know exactly each of these, and yes on all of these. Sorry, this is a lot. My first cartoon crush was Jessie from Pokemon. 100%. My first and foremost.
Girls. You got style girls. Make 'em brown girls.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
I just really like girls.
me too. Based. I love Bowsette too. Oh, based and correct, buddy. Based and correct. Based and correct. Based and so correct. What the heck? Oh my gosh. Oh, there's no I in team, but there is 6 eyes, and F it. I don't care how big the room is. I cast Fireball. Okay. If you're watching this on YouTube, head on over to twitch.tv/LuminusRed and drop me a follow. Hang out. We have a lot more fun. And don't worry, there'll be more of these coming soon. In the meantime, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye, YouTube, my lovely lustars.